Let's take a look at this problem. We got f of x is equal to 3x over x squared plus x minus 2, and we want to find domain. Find domain. Well, if I go through my steps, we're specifically trying to find domain where we have a fraction with a variable in the denominator. Step 1, set denominator equal to 0. So I'm going to have x squared plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Step 2 is solve. Now I can factor the left side, and I'm going to factor it using a method called the PSD. And I know a lot of you can just look at it and see how it factors, and that's fantastic. I can too, but I'm going to show the steps. With the PSD, I take the number at the end, which is 2, ignoring signs, and I'm going to come up with 3 columns. P column, an S column, and a D column. I'm going to write down all the products to give me 2. There's only 1. 1 times 2. Now in the S column, I'm going to add these together. S for sum. 1 plus 2 is 3. And in the difference column, I'm going to subtract smaller from larger. 2 minus 1 is 1. Now the number we're always looking for is the number in our middle term, which is a 1, which is right here. Which means we'll use 1 and 2 in our factoring. Now we have a note. It says a larger number that you're using, we're using 1 and 2, so a larger one is a 2, will always be the same sign as the middle term, which in this example was positive. Now if the number he circles in the difference column, D for different signs, means one will be positive, one will be negative. So if this one's positive, this one has to be negative. Now we're going to use the zero factor property to solve this. That says if you get 0 on one side and you factor the other side, you set each factor equal to 0. So I'll set x minus 1 equal to 0, and I'll set x plus 2 equal to 0. And solving those, I get x equals 1, and x is equal to negative 2. Now these are the numbers that we cannot have. If I put these back up in my original problem, these are what caused the denominator to equal 0. So step 3 is put a slash to the equals. So x cannot equal to 1, and x cannot equal to negative 2. Now you write that in interval notation. You start with negative infinity, parentheses on it. So negative infinity, comma, your smallest number, which is negative 2, parentheses, union, your smallest number, comma, your largest number, parentheses, union, your largest number, comma, positive infinity. This is how you say do not include negative 2, do not include 1. And that would be your answer.